We are 9 days away. Tomorrow it'll be 8, and then on Friday it will be 7 days away. 1 week away. We are so close. Next week we are getting Ultimate finally. But I do have some minor nitpicks I do want to talk about with this game. Now, this video will contain spoilers. At this point, a lot of information is already out there. My channel's been talking about spoilers, and I will warn you guys when spoilers appear. Um, so, um, Basically, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say what the nitpick is, and then go into further detail in after I'm done, because one of my nitpicks is going to be a spoiler, but it's not my number one spoiler. So I will let you guys know when that happens. But some quick rules. Um, I'm not going to complain about character selection. For starters, this game has every character from Smash 4, so you're not losing a single character. So I wouldn't be. That's, to me, is a win. Then every character from every other Smash is appearing, so that's a fucking insane, massive win. And then there's a few more new characters on top of that, and one of them is Simon, one of them is Ridley. So, like, I mean, I'm not going to complain. Like, I'm just not going to complain. So I'm not going to complain that certain characters aren't in yet. They might be DLC. I'm not going to complain about any of that stuff. I'm not complaining about Piranha Plant. It basically, if I'm going to complain about a character, I'm going to complain about a specific character in the game. I'm not going to complain about something that isn't in the game, or a game not having a certain feature unless the feature was in a past game, for example. So these are my nitpicks. These aren't like what I would do to improve the game, for example. These are things I don't like within the game. And the thing is I also want to stress that this game is going to be fucking good. Like, I'm probably going to think of this game as a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, because it's doing so many things right. It's really hard to be upset with this game. So, that being said, I think I'm going to start here. Smash 4 had a lot of problems for me involving air dodging and bad maps and bad single player content. Those are three things that drove me crazy about that game, and they're all three being fixed dramatically with a bunch of other improvements. But I still have some other problems from Smash 4, and Smash Ultimate kind of has its own new slew of problems. So I will start with my number 5. This is my top 5 nitpicks. Here we go. So to top this list off, my number 5, my least complaint, but this is honestly a big deal, and honestly, it's something that I've heard people are upset about already, and there's a good reason for it, and I'm upset about this too. It's kind of a bummer, but it doesn't affect me as much as maybe some other people. But that is the lack of co-op. There is no co-op in Smash Ultimate. Brawl, Smash 4, both of these games had a ton of co-op. Brawl has the co-op in Subspace Emissary, as well as two-player All-Star mode, as well as two-player, or actually I don't remember if All-Star mode was two-player, but it had two-player Boss Rush mode. And, oh no, yeah, Brawl had two-player All-Star mode. I remember, yeah. And it had two-player Boss Rush mode, and it had two-player event mode too. And that stuff was really fun to do with my little brother when he wasn't as good at the game yet, and it was a great way for us to get our feet wet together. Then, when we were both actually solidly good at the game, we would play a lot of All-Star mode together, and we would pick specific teams. Like, he was good with Luigi. Luigi was his main in Brawl. His main in Smash 4 is Cloud, but his main in Brawl was Luigi, and so we do Mario and Luigi together. He was good with Marth, and I was good with Link, so we do Link and Marth because they're both sword fighters. We did stuff like that, and we had a lot of fun doing that. And Smash 4 also had tons of great co-op content. Smash 4, you could play Classic Mode co-op, which was a huge step up, because that was a really fun way to unlock characters, for example, and, just seeing what happens. That was a fun way to play the game together, if with someone who maybe wasn't as hardcore, or maybe they were a casual player. And even if you are playing casually, if you're doing a versus match with one of your friends, and they don't play as much as you, even if you use items or use weird maps or anything, you're going to stomp on them because items don't make the playing field even at all. Items are like fun, but they don't make the playing field even remotely. So they're just like a fun little addition where you can get easy, cheap kills. And if you have items on, or you whatever you do, you play as characters that you don't know, but they know. It's not like it's going to be a close match. If you just have better fundamentals, you will stomp them because Smash is a game about learning fundamentals. So playing classic mode together and playing story mode like Subspace Emissary together, all that stuff, or even the event modes co-op and stuff. I did that with a lot with my friends, people who weren't very good at the game, and we had a lot of fun doing that. And Smash Ultimate is majorly lacking in that category. It's sad. I already know for a fact it's confirmed Subspace Emissary does not have not Subspace Emissary. The replacement for Subspace Emissary, World of Light, does not have co-op. World of Light looks like a fucking great new mode. It looks like the best story mode to date, except for Subspace at least had co-op. So I would have preferred a 2-player function. Hopefully they can patch that in. I feel like, when Smash 4 was out, they made more maps have 8-player Smash compatibility. And now in Smash Ultimate, every map has 8-player Smash compatibility. So I would really, really like it if they just like after like a month or so were just like, yeah, you can just use 2 players, it's fine. It's broken, but who cares? Or maybe they'll do a challenge version where everything's way harder, but you get to use 2 players if you need to. So to me, I hope they do that because right now there's no co-op and that sucks. And I'm almost positive Classic Mode is confirmed to also not have co-op. That is bad because again, we need modes like this. Event mode's not coming back because World of Light is basically event mode already. We need stuff like this. We need 2-player content. Otherwise, all you can do is fight against the AI on the team, 2v2, and have fun that way. Though sometimes it is fun to play 8-player Smash with you, one other person on a team, against 6 computers or something, who are also all on a team. That's fun to do too, but that's me making my own fun, and I don't mind making my own fun. I like to do that stuff anyway. I would probably do that stuff even if the game had ways for us to have fun together, casually. And being creative is always fun, but I just wish the game had those co-op options already built in. It is a shame. It's something that is upsetting to me, and I can't believe they fucked it up. But if that was the structure of World of Light, is to be single player. Classic mode's been structured around one individual character, so I understand why that's also single player, but no co-op option at all besides that. I'm pretty sure we got to see footage of 2 players fighting Dracula at the same time back when Simon and Richter were announced, so I'm pretty sure there will be certain modes that have co-op. So that's why this is kind of lower on the list. But either way, no co-op World of Light is a nitpick. So hopefully that can be rectified in the future, and this nitpick can be crossed off the list. And it's like one more point to why Smash Ultimate's a really damn good game. Now this nitpick is kind of a spoiler. So if you don't want to know what it is, it involves some of the content of World of Light. Now, I'm not going to be saying what the spoiler is and what the problem is until the video is over. But basically, the problem with World of Light, in my opinion, you know what? I won't even say it. I will completely wait till the end of the video. So check back to find out what number 4 was. Trust me, it's not my number 1. It's definitely my number 4, but it's very worth mentioning because it's a problem. I will now skip to number 3. This will be Robin. Robin. They fucked up Robin. How did they fuck him up? Well, I'll explain. The problem with Robin is that a lot of characters have been got a little tweaks here and there to explain something. When E3 happened, people could play as Samus. And they noticed that when you played as Samus, her Dark Samus color option was gone. And it's like, that's peculiar. Why is Dark Samus gone? That doesn't make any sense. Is it because Dark Samus is playable? Now, the Dark Samus character trophy, assist trophy, also was nowhere to be seen. Does that mean there's a trophy that's in the game? Or is something else going on? Is Dark Samus going to be playable? Dark Samus later appeared to be playable. A lot of people are also suspecting Chrom because Robin was not in the demo and they didn't show Robin's in Final Smash, while a lot of characters got new Final Smashes. So what is my number 3? Recycled content from Smash 4. Not every character got new Final Smashes, and Robin was one of them. Robin got the same exact fucking Final Smash. Now, that is really weird because Chrom is in the game now. The cool thing about Robin was that Fire Emblem Awakening was a game that showed off two people fighting together at the same time and building bonding relationships and stuff like that. So having Robin and Chrom work together is really good because most people who played Fire Emblem probably have an S rank or an A rank relationship between Robin and Chrom. Hell, if you want a really, really strong Lucina, make a female character and have her marry Chrom. If female Robin marries Chrom, Lucina will be insanely OP and strong. It's actually fucking broken. And then Morgan will also be fucking really strong. So that's a really great strategy for playing Fire Emblem Awakening. And otherwise, if it's just a male Robin, you're most likely going to be using Chrom a lot. So you probably have a super high rank with Chrom as well. So yeah, like having them fight side by side was a great idea. But if you're going to put Chrom in the game, why not give Robin a new exciting Final Smash? But that's not even the worst of it. To me, the worst of it is that sometimes in Robin's victory animations, Chrom will appear next to him or her, just like Chrom appeared at the end of Smash 4. Now in Smash 4, I liked when every so often the doc, the coach doc from Punch-Out would appear next to Little Mac. I liked that. I liked that Robin and Chrom would fight beside each other, and so sometimes Robin would appear as a victory animation with having Chrom there because Chrom is in Robin's Final Smash. So seeing them standing together makes a ton of sense. I like that. In Smash Ultimate, Chrom is a playable character. He's a fucking playable character. You can use Robin's Final Smash where Chrom helps him while fighting Chrom. You can use when you fight Chrom, it doesn't replace Chrom with another character. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't replace Chrom with, like, Owain or something, like another sword fighter from Fire Emblem. Like, it doesn't, and what's the fucking issue with that? What's the deal with that? That makes no sense. And so sometimes Chrom will appear as a buddy in Robin's final victory, and it's like, that's like if sometimes when you beat a battle as Mario, Luigi would appear next to him. That makes no sense. Luigi's his own character. So that just blows my mind how that's left in the game. It's recycled content, but Robin in particular really upsets me. That one really upsets me. So that's a fucking issue. So it's not just that, though. Some of the codec moments have actually been taken from Brawl and put right into Smash Ultimate, which is really nice. All the Palutena's guidances are back from Smash 4, and they made new ones for the new characters. I really like that. However, not everyone got not everyone. The treatment's not the same for the codec moments. For the codec moments, it works with Snake on Shadow Moses, but only with characters from Brawl. Only the Brawl characters. You know what? That's fine. At least it's back. At least they're in the game because they're hilarious, and a lot of people probably aren't going to play Brawl ever again. Smash 4 basically makes Brawl completely unnecessary and worthless. Unless you want to play Subspace Emissary, there's really no point in playing Brawl now that Smash 4 exists. But some of these codec moments literally say Brawl. The example I saw was when Snake is talking about Sonic, Hal Emmerich, aka Otacon, says people are excited that this guy is in Brawl. That is bad because this isn't Brawl anymore. This is Smash Ultimate. This recycled content is honestly a little embarrassing. Now, the codec stuff, I'll give it a pass because maybe in the Japanese version, instead of saying this guy's people are happy this guy's in Brawl, maybe saying people are happy this guy is in Smash. I don't know. But the English version, he says Brawl. So that's embarrassing. The Robin stuff with Chrom is embarrassing. That needs to be fixed, okay? That needs to be fixed. Hopefully it will be fixed. And just like the fact that there's no co-op, it can be crossed off the nitpick list, because I don't like that. My number 2 issue with the game so far. This one, I promise, doesn't contain spoilers, guys. Bad items. Smash 4 had a lot of problems. Bad single-player content. Ultimate is fixing that. Bad maps. Ultimate is knocking that one out of the park with a bunch of good maps, a hazard toggle, and, what's it called? Omega, as well as Battlefield mode for every single map, and every map having 8-player compatibility. Damn, son, yes. With more maps on the way as DLC. Hell fucking yeah. Twice as many maps, like 100 maps compared to 50 maps. Fuck yeah. That's amazing. That is insanity. That's so good. That's so damn good. So, what did they fuck up? They forgot the items sucked in Smash 4. Smash 4, in my opinion, has the worst items of any Smash game. Period. Now, the argument is that you can turn off the bad items. But they fucked up a lot of the items that used to be fun. So in Smash 64, there was only 12 characters. The items actually helped make that game kind of feel fresh and livened up, because without the items, it might be kind of boring. Melee added enough new characters, enough new stages to where the items aren't nearly necessary at all. But at least in Smash 4 or Smash 64 and Melee, they have the benefit of having pretty balanced items. The sword was completely okay item. All it was like a little weapon you could hit people with. The fan was a fun item. It knocked people backwards. Koopa Shell was a fun item. You know exactly what it does because you've played Mario. The Pokemon were so much fun because you never knew if it was going to be a really good one or one that would be really annoying or one that would like just straight up kill. You never knew, and it was fun. And most of them you could kind of dodge, or you just be like, ah, shit, I hate this one. Or you'd be like, yes, I dodged the Starmie. Yes, hell yeah. Stuff like that. That's good. If you got hit with the hammer, it's like with the hammer you could run away from it just fine. And when it comes to the home run bat, if you get hit by the actual home run bat when it's doing a smash attack, well, that's your own damn fault. Because the wind up and charge is there, you can see it coming. So if you get hit by it, then it's kind of your own fault. Melee added in a lot more fun items like mushroom and cloak and metal that were mostly harmless. A lot of those items were practically harmless. The bunny ears make you jump higher. All that's completely fine. The only thing they added in with like real kill power was the super scope. And in Melee, the super scope, you couldn't really even run with it. So, like, it basically just gave everyone a Samus charge shot where they couldn't move and they had to just charge up the big projectile. It's actually fun, because you get to sit back and snipe people. It makes any character turn to a zoning character, adding in a little bit of variety to the gameplay. It's actually a great item. Super Scope is awesome, especially in Melee. Brawl had, again, most of the items were fine. I think the biggest new addition in Brawl was the Dragoon Rider from Kirby Super. What's it called? It's Kirby Air Rider. In Kirby Air Ride, you could get the Dragoon pieces, the 3 pieces. Once you built it, it would put a target reticle on the screen. It was basically like getting a free Final Smash, but you knew exactly what the Final Smash was, and it was actually fun to aim and shoot. It's not that hard to dodge, but it's also not that hard to get a hit with it. It's really a fun little mind game you get to do with another player for a free kill. It puts everything like it really puts things. I think it's completely fair. I think it's completely fair and fine and fun. That stuff is all fun to me. None of that is bad. Not to mention, Brawl also added assist trophies. Assist trophies are great. They're super fun. You get to see all the references. It's great. Here's why Smash 4 fucked everything up. They added in the Master Ball and a lot of more Pokemon that really ruin the gameplay. There's multiple Pokemon that do like insta kills, multiple Pokemon that fuck up the gameplay to the point where it's like unplayable, multiple Pokemon that just aren't fun or too strong. That's bad. You don't want Pokemon to be that strong. And basically it makes it to where, yeah, you can turn off Master Balls, but honestly, when you use just a Pokeball, Zoroark will come out way more than I want him to. And Zoroark literally just does a final smash on someone. That's not fun. When I get the Pokeball and throw it, I just want to annoy someone and give them, like, get an advantage over them. I don't want to have to deal with this shit. It also added in the Orc Club. The Orc Club is way too broken. The tornado shit is stupid. You just hold down forward and hit it, and it's so much hard to deal with. You have to, like, not fun at all. And it has, like, more range than the sword when it's up close when you're bashing people. Not a good idea. That was a bad idea. Very bad idea on their part. The flame sword thing is fine, but it's kind of worthless. Not that good of an item. The torpedo gun is annoying because people don't know if it's going to be shot like a torpedo or a laser unless they really study the guns. A lot of my friends complain about items all the time, and that's why. And it's like, I used to use items in Brawl, I used to use items in Melee, and I loved using items in both those games. And when Smash 4 came out, I had to turn all the items off because none of them were fun. The only one that I would leave on would be Smash Ball, but that's only when I'm not playing one-on-one. If I'm playing one-on-one, I use 0 items. But if I'm playing with my friends, it's like all I use is a Smash Ball. Not to mention the Galaga thing that takes you away, or the little bug that's really hard to see. It's so small and hard to see, and when you throw it at someone, it makes them fly up in the sky, and they just die. It's hard to dodge because they can't see it. The Pac-Man, there's an item from Pac-Man that's a flag, and you just hold it, and it gives you a 1-up. What? That's ridiculous. That is a fucking broken weapon. And some of the maps are big enough in Smash 4 to where you can run away and you can literally get a life and they can't do much to stop you. That's bad. That's not good. That item needs to get turned the fuck off. So the items in Smash can be a huge problem. Smash Ultimate has all the same shitty items. The Pokemon look a little bit better. Oh, some of the assist trophies were god-awful in Smash 4 as well. But a lot of stuff looks better. The Pokemon and the assist trophies are looking better, especially because you can fight back against some of the more annoying assist trophies. So that's all looking pretty good. That and a lot of the new Pokemon assist trophies are just a little bit more fun. That's all fun, and that's all fine. I don't think that'll be too annoying. But weapons like the Rage Blaster, there's like a staff that does more damage if you're further away. What? No one's gonna know what the fuck that does. Like, no one's gonna know unless they, like, literally watch the direct and study the game and play with items all the time. People are gonna come over and use that thing, and they're gonna get shot from all the way across the map and die at, like, 60 health. They're gonna be so fucking salty. I want to die by a legitimate reason, especially because I'm going to be with a group of people. And if one person's getting upset, it's going to pretty much ruin everyone's time. If one person is like, I don't want to play Smash, this is not fun, and then you're just like playing 3-player instead of 4-player, or they'll just start watching because they don't want to play anymore, that's not fun. I want everyone to have a good time, and I want people to die from cheap deaths, especially when I might be better than everyone else in the room. When I use a cheap item to get a cheap death, it's like they definitely don't have a chance against me, and that's not fun for them, that's not fun for me. So then you have weapons like Death Scythe. It just kills you if you already have 100 damage. It just fucking kills you. That's not good. That's horrible. You know, stuff like that. There's so much. There's the banana gun. That's gonna piss off everyone because they're gonna be like, "What are you shooting me with? I don't get it. It's a fucking banana that just fucking explodes you." So that's terrible. There's a new bomb where you just hold up and it explodes. People who are gonna grab it thinking they're gonna throw it like the bomb, and it's just the fake smash ball. At least you can tell. But like again, a lot of these items are about cheap deaths, and I don't like cheap death items. I like items like the home run bat where you know the death is coming, or the hammer where like you know you will die if you get hit by the hammer, but at least they walk slowly and they can't double jump, so you can get away. So that stuff is fun. What's not fun is like anything where you just instantly die. Luckily, it looks like the Pokemon assist trophies are a lot better looking, but for the most part, I feel like items gonna get turned right the fuck off right off the bat. So that sucks. At least we have Final Smash Meter now. And that's why, the thing is, I know I was thinking about putting the items lower on the list, but honestly, I used to have a lot of fun playing with items back in the day. So, and it sucks that I really can't use them in Smash 4 because they are by far the worst aspect of Smash 4's. They are the worst items, period. They're the worst items. So, items, get fucking bodied. Turn that shit off. So I'm sure you guys are wondering, what could possibly be worse than a problem with like no co-op? What could be worse than a certain problem with World of Light? I mean, World of Light's an important mode, so even if you don't know what that problem is yet, that's still bad that there's an issue with World of Light, because that's what the game has so much focus around. What is wrong? What could be worse than embarrassing, seriously embarrassing things that have been returned from previous Smash games that make no sense in Smash Ultimate, or that should have been touched up already? What could be worse than the items? The worst thing in every Smash game, the fucking items. What's worse than that? I'll tell you guys what's worse than that. The most upsetting thing, the thing that really bums me out, honestly really does, is there's so much more inclusion for the third-party reps. Like, there's a trophy for Bayonetta. More songs for Street Fighter with a new trophy from Street Fighter and an Echo Fighter from Street Fighter. Everything a third party can possibly achieve to get, Castlevania has got it. Mega Man has so many more music tracks, so many more songs, and they sound amazing. Not to mention 2 assist trophies for Mega Man, as well as 2 assist trophies for Sonic. Hell, Sonic looks like has some of the coolest spirits in the game, with almost the entire cast having fucking spirits. And not only that, but one of my favorite songs is Studiopolis Zone is coming. Music and content from Sonic Mania is in Super Smash Bros. Sonic Mania is probably my favorite Sonic related thing ever. It's also a really awesome thing that happened because it involved fans who used to make Sonic ROM hacks, who later started working for Sega to make iPhone games, and basically these motherfuckers worked their asses off to make their way up in the world, to work on Sonic for real, and they got to make their own fucking game, and it's like the best Sonic game ever, because it takes all the best things from Sonic 3 and Knuckles with some awesome shit from Sonic CD, and makes this goddamn great game with like the best of, not my personal best of Sonic levels from the those old days, but some of the best Genesis era content from Sonic, period. Fantastic game. I can't believe it's real. And a song from Sonic is in Smash Bros. So I'm not going to bitch that Shadow's not an Echo Fighter. I'm not going to bitch that Eggman's not an assist trophy, especially because there's 2 assist trophies with Shadow and Knuckles. And Knuckles being an assist trophy is fucking killer. He totally deserves it, especially after Sonic Mania came out, making Knuckles look badass again. All that being said, I mentioned all the third parties. Well, I didn't mention Pac-Man, but Pac-Man is got enough. I think there's already a bunch of Namco representation in Smash 4. So, yeah. But one character has almost none of this shit. And that's Cloud. Cloud. Probably one of my favorite characters from all of gaming. Cloud. Now, Metal Gear Solid is probably my favorite video game franchise as a whole, because what it does and what it brings to the table is just so fucking awesome. Metal Gear Solid got a lot of love in Brawl. It's getting a lot of love now in Smash Ultimate. Everyone's excited for Snake to be back. Looks like some awesome stuff with Spirits with Metal Gear Solid, and a great revamp of Snake Eater as a track, which is the best song ever in video game history. Yes, put that in Smash Bros. But here we are with Cloud, and there's only 2 songs. And if you guys are hoping there's Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy or Square Enix related spirits, you might want to keep dreaming. You might want to keep dreaming. There's some Square Enix spirits. I know the number, but it's nothing to be happy about. Trust me, nothing to be happy about. Cloud has a stage. He has 2 costumes for his character. The moveset is incredibly faithful. There's lots of references to Cloud already. But no assist trophy from Final Fantasy VII. Nothing. No assist trophy from Final Fantasy. I predicted that Cactor might be an assist trophy. No. What about another character from Final Fantasy VII? What about Sephiroth? What about Tifa? What about Vincent? What about Barrett? What about Red? What about Sid? Yuffie? Aerith? Fucking Aerith? No. No. Okay. No music? Only the same 2 songs that were in Smash 4? Not even one new song? Not even a remix? Mega Man has music from Mega Man X. You know how cool it would be if we got songs from other Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy 6 or 4? Or even like 10? What about an original NES battle theme from Final Fantasy 1? What about a Chocobo theme from different Final Fantasies? Multiple Chocobo themes. You can't even put in the goddamn Chocobo theme? No love for Final Fantasy in this game at all. Now, is that Sakurai's fault? Is that Nintendo's fault? Is it Square Enix's fault? I don't know whose fault it is. We might not know until years from now when Sakurai says it. And the fact of the matter is if he blames someone, if he says why, it might hurt the relationship with Nintendo and Square Enix. It might make it harder to get this content in the next Smash game, or get some content in an update. What if in the future more songs and more spirits from Final Fantasy are added in? Whether it be a free update patch, or maybe because a character from Square Enix is a DLC character. What if something like that happens? That would be amazing. But as of right now, I don't know if that's going to happen. I feel like there's just going to be only 2 songs from Final Fantasy VII, with a very small number of spirits and not a single assist trophy. At least there's a stage. At least there's a stage. But it seems like Square Enix offered the bare minimum, and Nintendo implemented the bare minimum when it comes to one of my favorite video game characters, my favorite video games, period. From one of my favorite game franchises of all time, Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VII we're talking about, folks. One of the most... It's so incredibly important. It's so big. Everyone knows this guy. Everyone knows Cloud and his story. Everyone knows this shit. People who don't play Final Fantasy VII know who the fuck Cloud is. People who've never played a Final Fantasy game in their lives know who fucking Cloud is, man. Yellow hair, looks like Gohan, has a giant sword. Everyone knows this motherfucker. Now, again, I can get past this. None of the things on my list are going to lower a number grade. None of the things on my list are going to make me hate the game. These are nitpicks. These are not flaws with the game. I know I'm being harsh, but I'm trying to get my point across here. If this game is a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10, these factors will exist in the game, and I'm not going to care. Because these are things I can get over. I can say, well, we don't know why there's a lack of Final Fantasy content. It's not that I really doubt it's because Sakurai just hates Cloud and Final Fantasy. Because when you look at his moveset, it seems like a lot of love was put in. And at least he managed to get one of the most important songs from Final Fantasy VII, the boss song. There's the normal fight song and the boss fight song from Final Fantasy VII. He didn't get One Winged Angel. He didn't get any of the awesome town themes. Even if the soundtrack was only from Final Fantasy VII, that would have been great. But he didn't get those. But at least he got that bare minimum of the boss theme, which is one of the coolest songs ever from any Final Fantasy. So at least he got that part right. But I would have also have loved to fight with Sephiroth's boss theme, the One Winged Angel, or Genova's boss theme, or the motorcycle theme, or the theme it plays when you are in the very beginning, the bomb theme, or the Highwind theme. The Highwind theme is so good. I love that theme. It's so triumphant. Once you hear it, it's like, I love triumphant themes that remind you of your struggles, where you had to go through your struggles and you finally achieved your goal. You're finally doing it. You got past the bullshit. It feels so rewarding, and you can't hear the Highwind theme. That sucks. That sucks so much. I remember when Cloud was first announced, being so excited because I had recently rebeat Final Fantasy VII the same year that Smash came out. I was so excited for all this content from Final Fantasy VII. And then when Smash Ultimate came out, I was like, yes, we're getting new Street Fighter music. That means we might get new Final Fantasy music. We might get an assist trophy from Final Fantasy because we have Alucard coming. And because Knuckles is here. We might get fucking Tifa, or maybe something silly like a Chocobo, or a Cactuar, or maybe something epic like Sephiroth. I don't know. We didn't get any of that shit. None of that shit. And again, I understand why, but damn, it sucks not having that stuff. So that's very upsetting. Sorry if any of that is like a spoiler to you, but most of that was already readily available. The only thing is kind of a spoiler is something involving the spirits. And considering all the other stuff that's lacking with Final Fantasy, you guys should have probably seen that coming. And again, I'm not even saying the number. I'm not confirming it. But it's a low number. Yeah. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to wrap up the video and say what the spoiler was for my number 4 nitpick. Now remember, this is not my number 1 nitpick. This was my number 4 nitpick that I had to skip for now. I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to remind everyone that, again, at the end of the day, I'm very excited for this game. No games are perfect. All games have problems. I know Red Dead Redemption 2 is getting massive 10 out of 10s. I have a ton of issues with Red Dead. It's not my game of the year. It's not my game of the year. It's just not. I will say what my game of the year is, and I'll probably do a top 5 list, probably more towards the end of December. Yeah, and Red Dead, I can already say it's not my game of the year, and that's not because Smash is coming out. And it's not because of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Okay, it's a completely different thing. It's just not. I just don't think Red Dead is actually like a perfect, flawless game. And that's the same thing with Smash Ultimate. It's not going to be perfect. No game ever is. But is it the best one yet? It's hard to say, but it looks damn good. It looks a lot better than Smash 4, that's for sure. And I like Smash 4 a lot. I think Smash 4 is probably the best one as a whole, with Melee having a few better mechanics. And so I'm hoping Smash Ultimate might be the best one as a whole. And if people find reasons to say Melee's still better, well, that's fine, but I'm never going to play by using wave dashing and other stuff like that. I'm never going to play using L cancels, so a lot of that stuff can be thrown out the window for me. Smash Ultimate has a lot of stuff built in, with a lot less ending lag and stuff like that, with dash dancing coming back and stuff like that. So that stuff, that's what I'm excited about. And the speed's a little bit faster too. So that's all great. So yeah, I'm just trying to say the game's going to be amazing. These are just things to look out for. So I'm going to go ahead and say what this spoiler is. But before you click off the video, keep in mind that this spoiler is not actually going to be a spoiler for the story of the mode itself. I am not going to say what the final boss is or what the twist is or much. I'm going to talk about this actually very vague because my issue is not with the story itself. The story for Smash doesn't have to be good. But I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it doesn't even have to be good. I don't care. I don't think Subspace Emissary had the best story, but it was very entertaining and fun and charming. I adored it because it was putting these characters into really fun scenarios. By far the best thing about Brawl was the cutscenes from Subspace. I'm not saying Subspace was the best part, but I am saying the cutscenes were, and it made the journey worth playing. Even though Sakurai complained about watching it on YouTube, I still think it's, even if you've already seen it, like I had already watched a lot of it on YouTube anyway, watching it as you're playing it is so worth it. And I always rewatch the cutscenes every time I rebeat Subspace, and I've rebeaten it like 5 or 6 times. So, yes. So let's talk about what is my problem with World of Light then, if it's not the story itself. It's the fact that the cutscenes, this is a spoiler, guys, this is my spoiler, but it's the fact that the cutscenes are so lacking in character. The cutscenes, there's very, very few. It's nothing like Subspace. Very few cutscenes. And there's barely any story with them. And they don't involve the characters, really. They really don't. It's not like you get to see cutscenes of, like, that first cutscene we get to see where Kirby's the only one surviving. That was great. That was awesome. But if you think that the cutscenes are all going to be like that, you're going to be so sorely mistaken. The cutscenes are mostly bad. There's not going to be a lot of character interaction. It's going to pretty much just be, shit going on in the background. And yes, it will be explaining what's going on in the World of Light scenario, but yeah. And Sakurai said it's going to be gameplay first and story second. I'm fine with that, but I was really hoping for more content like that opening cutscene. I feel like they did a kind of a bait and switch by showing this really fun scenario with all the characters being destroyed one by one and Kirby surviving. And yeah, I'm just not down with that. I'm just not down with that. It's really cool. The intro is really, really good, but everything besides the intro, I'm just not into. So that's I know that is a spoiler, but I don't think it's nearly as bad of a spoiler as it could be. And also, people who are trying to avoid that information might be massively let down. So I want people to know that going into this, that the cutscenes aren't going to be as dope as you guys are thinking. Trust me, if they were, people would be making YouTube videos and montages with it already. And yeah, people aren't doing that for a reason. Because there's really, there's no cool scene where you get to see Mario fighting Sonic or Link working with Yoshi, in Subspace, and, you're not going to see Ness in Pokemon Trainer, and you're not going to see any of the cool stuff that you got to see in Subspace. Trust me. The best you get is what you've already seen. So that's my number 4 nitpick. It's pretty low on my list because I don't care. I'll skip the cutscenes. But it's worth mentioning for sure, because that is something that a lot of us are looking forward to, with some sort of mode with cutscenes. And nope, nothing really. So yeah, it's upsetting, but you kind of have to understand that the game's coming out this year, and that's pretty dope. And you can get over some of that shit, especially because Smash 4 didn't have anything. So that's the end of that. That's pretty much everything I have to say. Honestly, I thought about, if I had to make a top 10 nitpick video, I wouldn't be able to do it. If I had to make a top 6 or 7 nitpick video, I would probably have to stretch and end up complaining about something I don't actually care about. Some people are nitpicking about the lack of home run contests, stuff like that. I don't care. I don't care that much. I don't care that event mode is gone because World of Light is very similar to event mode. A lot of stuff, I don't care. I don't care. Smash Ultimate does so many new and good things, and The squad battle is something I really have been hoping for. I really have been wishing for. Smash meter, stage transformation, I thought sounded stupid, but the more gameplay I see with stage transformation, it looks so much fun. I'm totally going to be using stage transformation. It's going to be, especially on day one, it's going to be a great way to play more stages right off the bat. It's going to be a fucking blast. There's a lot of great things with this game. A lot of my biggest issues with Smash 4 have been solved, and I love that game. I can't believe how good this game looks. I just want to point out my problems with it and then say, yeah, and besides that, it's fucking perfect. So we'll see when the game actually comes out in a week. We'll see how it is next week on the 7th. And hopefully it's everything we want it to be. So that's the end for this video. Probably the only negative video I'm going to be doing about Smash. Let's be real here. Not sure what I'm doing next. Trying to think of more exciting ideas. Maybe I'll talk about the music I'm excited for. Because, oh my god, Snake Eater and Studio Zone are in the game. So fucking dope. So we will see. We will see. I will see you guys next time.